he also wanted the altos and tenors to be, the altos, the altos to not sing as even, to make it pianissimo on the, at rehearsal 22, so that the tone of the tenor comes out. He wanted the tenor tone there. So I think we're singing the same.
So in the words, the son is brought to the father, it's almost like the altos are just helping with things.
Yeah, we're singing the same notes,
Yeah,
but he wanted a tenor tone there.
right.
Top 37, I believe he brought up, for the soprano, I don't know, oh, it's elsewhere too. It's rest in the first, and then the quarter rest in the first measure.
Ready and go. Top of 30, did you say anything about not singing this with a breath
Where?
as one long phrase? Does anyone remember?
No, he did not.
It feels like it should be done without a breath. Now, you're all gonna need to breathe, right? But I mean, when you breathe, you just need to do a steep step.
And like breathing between Sabbath and on the pavement.
Oh, sure, yeah. There's a rest there. Between the last sunbeam lightly falls from the finish to sound.
Yeah.
It's all being well. Second.
I said second.
So, yeah, just, top of 31, allow you stop statement here and there, beyond it is looking down, looking down. It's piano, but still singing.
On the baby, and there.
Beyond is
Beyond.
yes, those make sense.
No, you said no breath.
I don't have a breath mark, I don't know where it is.
Okay.
Let's see. There's just some nice, underlays. It's all beautiful there. Just sometimes when you go to high notes, some of you are not modifying, it sounds a little shrill. Just try to modify it. Yeah, this is all lovely, but it's lovely because it's sweet and soft and intense. Let's see. Top 33, right. We will, I think we're
You want to see the sad, the D and sad more emphasized, sad, about that.
sad, that's me, that's for me, yes, I like that. Sound of humming in full key to pupils, yeah. Yeah, that's, the voice teach, I think, was mentioned, that Eric wants, I assume it's top 34 last
I
word.
don't know who gave us this marking, but at the bottom down of page 33, that crescendo on the mezzo parte, and I don't know if that was you or Eric that gave us that.
I
I
have
don't
it
think I
also,
said
so it's probably there.
I think Eric said that.
I have it written too, and I've only. I have it written.
Okay.
So what's the name of another?
So we'll have to ask, we'll have to pay attention to what Eric does there.
Yeah, it's kind of easy to be mezzo forte if you look at how high it is for everybody.
Yeah, but
All of us.
not to forte or double forte.
You do sing piano, and you might want to remind yourself, wait, come on. Yes.
Yeah, at the top.
When you finish 33, go back to piano and remind yourself to do that because you're going to be late and embarrass yourself. Just hold on to the longer notes. Some of you are kind of decaying too soon. Top 35 is loud sections where you're holding on to things. Every strikes. I think we're doing pretty well. I just wanted to, there was something else I wanted to say. Oh, yeah, top of 37. When you sing dropped, don't sing it loud just because you know the rhythm. Top of 37, the word drop should be more dropped. Less lifted.
It is pianissimo.
It is pianissimo.
Yeah.
And there's a.
It's just that it's short, and some of you are like trying to squeeze it in there, you know. It's just short. It's just simply short. Okay. Hold on to your convulsive. Make sure you're not strangulating yourself with the L, or if you're running out of air, just take some more or whatever. But anyway, just try to keep it coming.
Look, I had the crescendo between the vault and the sieve, but
Yeah,
the
I
sieve, you're
agree
not
too.
emphasizing it.
Because it's a piano. I have to.
Really?
Yeah.
I have an arrow going loud all the way through, and then a marking through the sieve, so that you don't attack the sieve. Drum strike more convulsive. I'm overdoing it, but I'm just trying not to sieve it to death.
And also, not.
The L is gonna diminish it, unfortunately. Yeah.
Again, also not to make GL the last, or the last syllable of bugles to be really hard, to keep it.
That's right. Bugles. I'm just trying not to hit the last syllable. Some of you may misinterpret that as the diminuendo, I don't mean to. But maybe Eric did say that, but I don't have a word.
Well,
I don't.
it's, I think he's trying to precursor the piano that's coming next.
Maybe it's. And Paul said it doesn't sound like a word you want to do that. but-
It's kind of weird the way the composer actually shows us what we're doing this morning. He says, I hear it coming. And then it's getting closer, and, you know, the dynamics are matching.
Yeah, no, that's the plan, isn't it? Okay, I think we're good. Let's go on, I just wanted to circle a few things. Here we go, yay, Bill, want to play page 40, just play page 40. That way we get a little bit before the trip starts. Keep that dirge in your head, keep the dirge of the singer too. This doesn't mean louder, this means listen. Yeah, good, just make sure the tuning is fun, you know, it should be. This is very exposed here. Very nice. These last several pages, I just want to address a couple things. Page 40, 41, and 42, every note you select is probably being sung by some other section of the choir. A lot of times, the note you start on and the note you end on has been just sung or is being sung by another section, although they're about to go somewhere else. So just listen more, because I felt like every time I tried to sing a note in tune, an important note, I would say, oh, that's not exactly what that section's singing. So my choice was not being reinforced in my head, and I was upset by it, emotionally upset. And I don't want to be emotionally upset on page 40, 41. I wanted to say, hey, we both came to the same pitch from a different place, but boy, how lovely is that? that wasn't happening. So if we do 3 pages again, it'll be those 3, in my opinion. I think it's just too gorgeous to let that go. Page 43, I think we're fine, just make sure you keep moving, even though these switches are everywhere. I know sometimes you have a long note and you don't sing it all the way through because Eric has put in the make note at the very end of it, without taking that note and shortening it.
No, but if you would have split, so.
Eric.
Well, I've got a June 1st email. I'm trying to, like, here's where we should be, blah, 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 blah. And at the very beginning, I said, okay, and for your concealers, go to number 6. So I have number 6, and you know, be nice, that when it comes to posters and pictures, we probably need to get really that.
What I find is that it's hard to focus on kind of, because you don't take much space in between your lines. So if you send it to me all,
I actually did more of that.
it's hard, you know, people just piss me off. The worst thing is sometimes you have
That doesn't,
So I'm happy to see that massage.
that doesn't mean my brain works.
I'm starting to go.
Yeah, but it's just sort of like, oh, I can see that.
There you go, yeah, number 1, no problem, number 2.
Yeah, so if you wouldn't mind sending.
Yeah. I had one question for the if they were going to.
We need to get back and look at the itinerary or sightseeing stuff and talk about it. Is it, anybody offered any information last week?
I've not seen anyone insist on anything.
No, I'm just saying that they would ask for suggestions. And nothing came through. See, I'm not getting copied on, really also getting copied on.
Oh, yeah, we can't.
Yeah, it will only do 1 forward, it won't do many. It's just the way it is, I'm not sure why.
Have you used CU26?
Yeah, whatever it is, yeah, that one, it's in there and then it gets copied to you. So if you think we should see it, either say, go look at all the things that have come in.
Hi, who's that?
Yeah, no,
I mean, I have a lot of attachments, look at the stuff, but I don't often do it.
I'm in reverse.
I figured you.
So do you, yeah.
I'll
Very little, nothing.
go to it.
I'm kind of waiting to get word back from Kyoto.
And there's an orchestra rehearsal.
What's that?
Give them a deadline? Give them a deadline?
Well, they gave me one, and then they missed it. So now I'm.
That's what we suspected, yes.
They're a real Zen organization, it's like a relationship from the Unitarians.
Got it,
And
got it.
there's a group in Pacifica, and those people in Kyoto, and that's like,
Okay,
but they're very Zen about it.
Yes,
yes.
And they're probably.
well, it's,
How can we do this? It's gonna be so different from what we normally do.
I'm trying to reassure them. We just love to share some time with them. And the timing is kind of weird, it's on our way out of Kyoto. On the way to Osaka,
okay, all right.
like at 10 a.m. or something. Share some time with
Okay, that's fine.
Zen Buddhist type people.
Can you, can you please make sure that my boss is comfortable with that? Okay.
Or probably if,
And once that's set, then I can say, okay, DMC, here
Yes,
is our
yes.
is our requirement,
performance.
what would you
Yes.
suggest?
What can we not do?
Melissa
What
said
can we?
resolution on.
I put a little thing in there about, we can't, once the itinerary is set, we can't, we're not gonna change it, although we do
That
have,
was
we
the
can
plan. If
to
you
not do
continue to me, I will keep my phone out so you can text me.
say,
Well, I
your
just,
stamina won't handle.
I just think that kind of stuff from the top of people out, I think it's that whatever. It's like, you know, here's our finalized itinerary, and it says, us to do this. And for those who aren't interested in those, you have to call, or, on the first one, this is how you get back to them. hotel, things like that.
If you don't do something, how can we tell you how to do that hotel?
No, I'm saying, let's say that we're starting off with, let's say we have a day
There's
that
an
we're,
orchestra rehearsal.
eating breakfast in the hotel, and we're going to place one, Friday, we're gonna eat lunch there, and we'll independently, and then the bus is gonna take us to place two, and then we're gonna go back. And if you if you don't wanna rejoin the bus after lunch, this is, you will have to get yourself back at the hotel, kind of thing. That's what you have to tell them. And the thing is that you have to tell one of us,
It's what?
if you're me or Mary,
Oh, it's small.
that you are not going on the bus.
Yeah.
We have to know who's coming, and very, leaving and whatever. So we'll have to track that really well.
On the 9th, the 10th, we may, and then you can go back hotel before the concert.
Well, then they'll all have to come back what?
Six.
Yeah. Or they'll have to take like themselves wherever it is. And that's one of those things you get on the bus, that they, everybody will write down and have your name and your clothes.
Well, hopefully the people that are independent
Have you heard?
go straight far, or they're very good at
Yeah, I see that in the.
Yes.
taking care of themselves.
And she started singing, I didn't realize you can make telephone calls on WhatsApp. So we have to do that for our whole.
That's true, we should get everyone on WhatsApp.
Everyone on there and set up so that they can call somebody, I'm stuck here, I can't.
Yeah, I've known her for 8 years.
Oh, wonderful.
She did a concert with me. We did a parody of Ed Sheeran's. Shape of You. Yeah, we did a.
Love it.
He's got the molecular.
Well, I had a lovely conversation with my son in Israel.
That's right. Probably remember that.
It did, yeah, and I had some really good singers.
Yeah,
So the rehearsal.
my cousin married a guy who's lifelong Greek, was a teacher.
No, Saturday.
They've been there for
Saturdays.
25 years.
Seven.
They live in Haifa,
The seventh on the coast. What orchestra was he?
on the northern.
I don't know, he's hired the instrumentalists.
Oh, okay.
There's no orchestra that we're singing,
Oh,
it's
but,
just
you
instrumentalists.
know, I still have to worry about it.
You talking about this weekend?
I loaded.
I was wondering, it's not just piano.
I don't think so, because the only pianist I know is Andrew, who's in the rehearsal accompanist.
And we were there, when we went to Australia.
I haven't heard that there's any
Last
other
week we haven't watched the boat.
pianist.
Oh, the tennis tournament, yes, I remember.
Australian.
Yeah, the tournament, oh, tennis,
Yeah, I know.
yes.
We're supposed to get 60 people in that area.
Are we? You mean,
Did you end up
60 people
for the
sing?
bus to take?
Then where's the room for people to watch?
I think
They're
that,
sitting in the pews.
I
We're
think they're
sitting
gonna
in the
tell us
choir.
the buses.
Oh, in the.
Oh, my
It's not a lot, it's a choir.
We faces we face each other, that's what we're talking about. We
I don't
face
think
each
we're
other.
facing each other, we're just,
In front of the piano, right in front of the altar.
Tim?
yeah.
There's an area where we're
Did you
facing.
get
there's
enough?
Yeah,
Okay, or is it back on?
it should be.
Yeah, we do face each other.
Is that how we had to rehearse?
No, that's not how the pews are set up. So there's the pews that face the front, and then behind that, there are pews that face each other. 3 each, that maybe 6 or 7 people can fit in.
Canterbury Cathedral.
With the piano, it's,
I mean,
nobody 60 people can fit there, I don't know how they're gonna do it unless they put people
we'll
in the
figure it
front.
out on Monday.
Yeah, we're gonna figure it out on Monday.
We'll have about,
Exactly.
Is there something
cool.
behind? I mean, like sometimes you just have like a check.
The sanctuary is here.
And there's nothing.
And then it's a very small sanctuary, 5 pews here, 5 pews here. I
It's a
thought it was
very-
less than
it's
that.
a small sanctuary, but a very rich church.
Well, it's in Cow Hollow, I mean, you know.
Yeah. He's got 8 professional singers in his chorus, so I know.
I heard that.
Oh,
Is that,
He's got at least 8.
and there's no parking?
No, there's no parking, it's all street parking.
Where's this?
Well,
I parked
the
the
city,
city,
well,
I
we're-
parked
we're-
it here.
So we're performing on this weekend.
I parked it.
And we have rehearsal on Monday. I park on the street both times and had no problem finding parking, but for Saturday.
I
Because-
I wandered around for half an hour before I finally went to the lot.
No, we took an Uber. There's no way we were, right. Well, anyway, I found street parking. I'm a city kid, so
Anybody in that know any restaurant in that area for dinner on Monday night?
there's lots of us.
Oh, there's lots of issues.
Or you
He's on
can
Union- he's on
go, you go
Union
down to
Street.
Chestnut.
Yeah, you could go down to Chestnut too, and just do anything that strikes out as something that.
Well, Perry, good old Perry's. Perry's.
No, that's not, I'm looking for something interesting, not.
There's Poppy's
So-
Oyster House, which is awesome.
Well,
What?
Perry's,
I think Poppy's Oyster House, I don't know how close it is, but it's in here.
I went to the Clam House,
Ooh.
after, and it was 1850 when it was established. Goodness, it's 1850. They started the meat off with a shot of clam juice.
Ooh.
It was really fantastic, yeah.
Like maybe fresh clam juice, not the stuff from the shelf, but fresh.
Yeah, no. You know, when they did their steamers, the garlic and
Oh,
onions and, yeah, it's a little warm shot of steamed clam juice. You want that for flavors? And Perry's is just classic, that's all.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'd run a search. That's a good place to just. Just one. You didn't really want to walk. You don't want to walk. It's a little cooler here. As long as you're good for it.
Successfully read all
But I didn't know.
Wow.
No, I haven't. I have stock at St. Stephen's before. Yeah, for the Christmas program.
Okay.
Okay, everybody's aware there's a rehearsal on Monday, right?
I am now.
Yeah. Okay, 7 o'clock Monday, it's gonna be a joint rehearsal with the Vallejo Choral Society. They'll be very prepared because they're singing this piece tonight and tomorrow. So, the 17 or so singers that they have, joining us. We're gonna have 60 singers for June 7th. So, if you haven't been already to the Episcopal Church, our key is not very easy, so give yourself time. 7 o'clock is a call, they'll probably do a warm up, or Julia may do a warm up. Julia is the director of the Vallejo Choral Society, but she's also the alto section leader for Eric's church. So she may lead the warm ups. And then Friday is the instrumental orchestra rehearsal. So that's important, because I think we'll finally get the tempos.
Those are all in the church?
I'll let, the rest of the things are at Eric's church. And then on the 7th, the call time's 3:30, 5 o'clock's concert. This is the only thing that you're singing is this piece. So hopefully I'll be able to make it. I have a concert of Venetia at 2 o'clock. So I have to try to get all the way to San Francisco in an hour.
Have your clone do it.
Huh?
Just have your clone do it.
Yeah. So a couple things, so be aware that I'll be sending a whole bunch of stuff, emails. Last call for the group dinner on Friday, the 20th. That's our first rehearsal day, but then I reserved a deli for the group dinner, because that's also the night that many of us are going to the Broadway show. So last call, it's $40 per person. Please send your money if you're going to do it. Then there's the walking tours that Dennis, these are certifiable New York.
Certified.
Certified, okay, so certified.
Actually, both are correct.
Yeah. So he's our guide for New York. So the first tour is Times Square, and then then there's a second tour on Saturday morning, and the third tour is Greenwich Village, on Monday morning. So, he's got a great tour plan. Empire State Building is on Saturday night, it's the 86th floor tour, Sunset Tour, and that's on Saturday. And then Monday morning, 11:30 is the Museum of Problem. So just want to make sure everybody knows all the stuff that we're doing.
Is it true we have to walk up to the top? Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
and-
It's quicker, it's quicker usually.
yeah, and you have to carry your bag. Oh, you have to carry your bag. So, just remember that the uniform for Saturday is your tunic top. If you're not going to Carnegie Hall, but you're joining us for the concert, then just a black top.
Can it be short sleeves or is this hot?
Huh?
It won't have to be long sleeves?
It won't be.
It's San Francisco, it's near.
San Francisco and.
San Francisco, it's near the bridge.
Yeah, James?
I realized I don't have a shirt with French cuffs. I might be able to get my shirt altered so that you can put cufflink. Do you think that'll, I don't know, leave your shirt?
Oh, for the
French
cufflinks? Oh, for the cufflinks? You could do just a regular button.
Yeah, I have a regular shirt.
Yeah, with
normal
your
cuffs.
tie. Yeah, you can just do it.
We're wearing the tie this week.
Yeah, wear the tie on Saturday.
The tie that you gave us, that we all,
Yeah.
that we all know where's that.
Yeah. Yeah, the one I gave you like 2 months ago. Yeah, I think mine's somewhere home. Somewhere.
So just black pants, black shirt, and a tie, and the tie.
No, it's a white shirt.
White shirt, oh.
Yeah.
And we need the jacket
Women are all
for,
black.
for the Saturday dress rehearsal.
Not for the dress rehearsal on Friday, but for the uniform on Saturday. Yeah,
Is it tux?
it's a white shirt. We're wearing blue, kind of black ties. We're wearing black, it's a patterned black tie.
Okay.
That's what the Carnegie Hall people
But if you're not a Carnegie Hall person,
Then wear a black, just wear a dark tie.
a dark tie with a white shirt.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Vallejo doesn't wear the tunics or our.
You're junior.
Okay.
So, yeah, what we're wearing on Saturday is the uniform that we're wearing at Carnegie Hall. Did I said white shirt.
You just said white shirt just now, man. I thought you said black shirt like 10 minutes ago, but that's cool.
Yeah, white shirt.
Just a white dress shirt.
Yeah, white dress shirt. It'll look good with the black pattern side of it.
You may have said this, but I was zooming out. What time is the call for the concert?
3:30. Yeah. So I would get to San Francisco Bay Bridge by 2:30.
Traffic is ugly everywhere.
Yeah, traffic.
I don't know, last week when I went in, it was bad at all. Oh, 2:30, that's gonna be
Yeah, but it-
hard.
that's
On
Memorial-
Sunday, it's gonna
That's
be terrible.
Memorial Day weekend.
Is there a
No,
job?
Saturday. Memorial Day weekend is last year.
Right, but that's, the last time you went in, there's less people out and about because of some holiday season.
Yeah. It's,
Sunday and Sunday is gonna be terrible. It's
Yeah.
a lot of traffic.
June 7th, 8th is like high school graduation. I know many that are happening.
What about taking barges and then?
It's not really Bartable unless you want to do Uber from BART to the
I do
church.
regularly and that's not bad.
Yeah.
It's a lot
Where do you
cheaper.
get the Uber at?
I might get it at like the Hyatt,
The higher.
Hotel or Hyatt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I.
Go to the Embarcadero
They're over
exit and then
Yeah,
take
I think
Uber from there
Yeah.
to the church.
It's honestly like cheaper from the yeah, because it's
Yes. What other pieces are on this concert?
On June 7th.
oh yeah, so it's gonna be kind of short.
Yeah, sure, it'll
We
be,
need to help
I've
control
encouraged-
the traffic flow,
Yeah.
and so
I've encouraged Eric to, tell the story of why he chose this piece, because it's the only Dolomite touch on Williams being done the entire Carnegie Hall season. It was done last year, but it's not done that often at this program. So, just told him like, he should probably, tell the story of why he selected this piece. Because they did ask him which piece he wanted to. And, the other pieces were the traditional fair, traditional rap, choral. but we decided to do, one of the harder pieces. Just to make it more challenging. As Mozart Requiem was already taken, it's a piece that's after ours. And just let you know, if you have people that are coming, tickets are, are selling fast.
How much are they?
Huh?
How much are they?
Well, it depends on where you sit, but the
Oh,
orchestra
that's true.
section is called the parquet section. Those are $80 and $60 tickets.
And they're selling out.
They are selling out.
Good,
Yeah.
yay.
Yeah, the dress circle, which is the top balcony, that's nearly sold out. The second balcony is sold out. So, yeah,
Once again, I forget if you'd already notated it, if we have guests coming with us, do they automatically have a ticket or do they?
if the guest is part of the residency, they get a ticket
So this,
to the concert. Your guest, if they're part of the residency,
they sign
they get a free ticket to the concert.
What is the
Plus, they get the cruise.
Some people, yeah.
Yeah, so if you're part of the residency, then you have a ticket to
But
the
they have
concert.
to have
and-
their own, it's not just you signed up, they have to sign up.
Well, they signed up
As a
with-
non-singer.
Yeah, they signed
The
up
guest
with me.
had to sign up
They,
with
they,
you as
they,
a non-singer.
they registered with us as a resident. So, the other thing that they're also, the resident guests are allowed to go to the rehearsals. The resident guests, you're expected to go to the rehearsals. And the rehearsal's at the Intercontinental Hotel, which is about 3 blocks away from the Hotel Edison. So, just to make sure you guys know, the rehearsal is not at Carnegie Hall. Somebody asked me about that. The rehearsals are not at Carnegie Hall.
We do have an
Where are they?
They're at the Hotel Intercontinental.
Oh, we're saying, okay.
Where are the rehearsals at?
The
I
hotel.
just want to hear you say it like 5 times in a row.
Oh, they're not at Carnegie. I thought they were at Carnegie, okay.
No, the rehearsals are at the Hotel Intercontinental.
Do we at least have a sound at Carnegie?
That's
Huh?
what we're still.
We have a sound check.
That's good.
Oh, yes, there's an orchestra rehearsal the morning of. So that whole timing has been set out. There's a morning orchestra rehearsal, then you get a lunch break, then the call to go back to Carnegie Hall is 1:45, so that we can take a picture of the chorus in front of Carnegie Hall. And then the call time to the stage door is 2:15. And then we're on stage at 2:55.
Wow.
And then they escort us, once we're done singing, they escort us directly to the audience, Carnegie Hall. So if we've left anything in the green room, we have to go back in after the concert to go get it. So,
So does that mean we get to stay for the rest of it?
yes, you'll be escorted into Carnegie Hall to watch the Mozart Requiem performance. And
That's
that's,
the only two things that are on the program?
no, there's a children's chorus thing going on before us.
Okay.
And that starts at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock, when they're done at 2:35, 20-minute break to reset the stage. We go on 2:55, we're done at 3:50, something like that. And then the Mozart Requiem goes until 4:50. So, yeah, it's, yeah, it's a whole program. And the chorus, the main chorus for the Mozart Requiem is from San Mateo. And we got the children's chorus? No. the
High
Mozart-
school.
There's a
high
children's
school.
chorus before us, but there's an adult chorus after us performing the Mozart Requiem.
Are they in the audience when we're doing that?
I don't think they are. I don't think so, because their call time is during our performance. So they probably just get a call time as they go on stage and then they're. So the children will be watching our performance.
Oh, are we singing?
Huh?
How far is Carnegie from our hotel?
It's 0.6 miles.
Is it that far?
Yeah.
It's walkable.
Yeah.
It's walkable. It's walkable.
Moving by.
If it's crosstown, if
Well,
you get it.
But there are buses, that, like, the cross-town buses are definitely.
Okay, so
I'm not staying with us.
the only thing I want to address is make sure you don't fall asleep on page 47. You have to do it first immediately, with very little warning. After seduced by Bernal Solo on page 47, it's the Fortissimo, it's punch out. And then square 31, bottom 48, you have a notation that implies in some way to watch the conductor. Because the tempo changes, and the conductor swim.
Is it Guaymato?
The Poco Animato, we need to know what that is, right? Particularly Spanato, and the tenor bass, less, important, but yeah. Outside of that, I think it's pretty straightforward. You're stubbornly saying, Bill, just show them a little bit of the conflict. On page 50, at the top, you play alto and bass at the same time. It's very wordy. It reminds me of Kratos and Masses, where you have to do a lot of words, fit them all in, so that's Sunday service and the official. But you got to fill in a lot of words. So here we go. Let's try it. Movement 5. Little and the true sign for sorrows, that he may smile and pass all. All kinds of errors for our reading. There's too much stresses. Mark it big time. Because if you're mindless and confident, that's when you're probably most vulnerable. So I'm going to write 1, circle, 2, circle. And then don't be late or early because you've got to hold on to about half of 3 full counts. I heard someone chanting early. So again, the beats are not that hard here. So we know mistakes. We're not going to do that again. We should. We're not. Here we go. Middle of 48. We got a beat here. There's some tenors over here, thank you, that were following me, which ended up, sopranos and altos ended up with tenors and basses, even though you're supposed to do before them. So the Poco Animato needs to not only be seen, but heard and felt, understood. So,
We messed up the triplet as well.
yeah, the triplets is a triplet. And for all time, this is probably the least rehearsed movement because it's simple. But we need to do it. Actually, let's just start bottom of 48. We'll definitely do something again. Ready, bottom 48, out of the blue, D flat. We look Yeah, 4+4+4+4
Yeah.
equals 4 times something.
But we're
Yeah.
also offset by half.
I hope I'm not asking for something ridiculous. Just for right now, for rehearsal purposes, is it possible to give the sopranos, me, I don't know about the other ladies, a much clearer entrances on that last page, or the second to last page?
Well, the point I was trying to make was here's beat 1, here's beat 2, here's beat 3, and here's beat 4. I was conducting very obnoxiously large 4-beat patterns up here. And some people realized the cacophony in the room that wasn't Bob Williams' cacophony and looked up and said, where should we be? Oh, okay. So that was my point. Because if you are wrong and you look up and you're on beat 2 and I'm on beat 3, try to make an adjustment there.
I didn't find that obnoxious.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
All right, yeah, and in this, it's kind of necessary
Yeah.
because it is cacophonous, the way he's written it. So, yeah. But I will try, I'll try to deliver your entrances this time. If that helps, when a phrase comes in. But try not to slow down. It feels like pianissimo slows you down, page turns slow you down, this movement slows you down. You're not used to the notes, you're just not used to it.
I'm also trying, sometimes you and Bill are exactly the same, and so then I'm trying to listen.
Yeah, it's hard to find everything, but I'm just trying to keep it moving. So, all right. It is.
Sing softer, sing softer.
Yeah, I think
Well, and yeah, did you see the piano all of a sudden, Bob, after you do Power, the Land, you enjoy that so much, you harvested all kinds of loudness. Good, so let's circle the piano on the bottom of 50. Because loud will deliver the loud, but I'm not sure you're gonna get to pianos. Okay, let's try it again, that's basically it. It's just, yeah, we'll try, let's just start, we don't need to do the note anyways, I think we'll be fine. Let's start, 3 bars before 31, just so that you can hear the C natural, the GCs, return the room. Much better, thank you. There's some words that bother me, like recovered, the vowels that you select. Help, help, help.
You could do like a great cover.
Oh, and the worst one, and dead. And dead, E-A-D, so capital E. No. The summer is dead. And it's pianissimo, and the softness of the pianissimo syllables on page 51.
Should we do recovered instead of recovered. That's a lot. Recovered.
My vowel choice there, what was your view, Bill? Recovered, recovered,
Yeah.
I said Ricky Ricardo, recovered.
Julia rolls the R.
Good. Just make sure watch some of the vowels. Some of the vowels like devoured. And it is like cacophonous, but not the vowel. It's the no choices. He wasn't, this is a British choir, they would not have done it. And the word land, and there's just a few vowels that just stick out my ear, so I beg of you to consider, consider what vowels you select. I do want to get to this last movement, so let's move on, but please don't take that for granted. Circle the places you have. You tend to slow down in places, I'm not sure why or where. Okay, so now let's talk, before we sing once or twice this last movement.
Wait, are you doing 54?
I'm on 54, yes. So there's this glorious orchestral interlude before the basses come in. With this incredibly sustained, artful, and BW has given you a lot of suggestions on interpretation here. So if you're at the level of where you can concentrate on those things, please do. Shapes and lovely phrases, sustained long lines, and it builds and builds and builds. And this is where you want to pace yourself. So we have this lovely sustained, right? Molto sostenuto. That's the main thing here. Peace and truth shall spring out the earth. Glorious high business, top 56, as we open the gates of righteousness. So, hope you're on Amato. Make sure you're watching Eric there on top of 56, last bar. Orchestrating to you. Jive with him and we do as well. I can't believe the piano marking, top of 57. I had to circle it myself because I can get into this rhapsodic forte really quick. But I think for pacing purposes, it's very important that you do the piano, top of 57, and that's the forte days.
Mark, Eric did comment on that, that it's, not profound, but like an emphasis, not loud, but an emphasis, and let them hear, because you're making an announcement, basically.
And let them
Asante.
Asante.
Thank you, sorry, I don't want to turn you
Try to be together, good vowel choices. But it's piano. Good. Basses, you are at odds most of the way through this movement, so just make sure you're clear and in agreement. Tenors, you have the potpourri business, bottom 58, 59, I think page 58, 59. I think this is where he kind of does a Yahtzee game, just throws your notes into a Yahtzee barrel. Sing loud and sing any notes. And here are the 5 notes you can sing. And it's a bit of a craziness. Alto less crazy, like a little bit still kind of noise. Now, once we have that piano page 57, then I believe that's the end of the piano until the very end. I think from here on, it's boisterous, but don't roar and don't scream. Just pace yourselves. Use the early consonants. Use the shape of the phrases and the word stresses, so it will really pay off well. But what is the purpose of this movement? Is to bring hope back into the cantata and in a up note, and it's glorious singing, and yeah. VW could do something like this. So make sure you're watching at all the pillar points. You have a pillar point on page 56, last measure top. You have another one, first measure 57. By pillars, I mean these are places where the conductor could go faster. The texture changes, everything changes. Page turn to 62, major change there. We go into 1, probably.
Yeah.
Surely. We go into 1. Here's where you want to pace yourself and make use of glory to God, and on with peace, goodwill towards men. And lots of energy, togetherness, roar, and sostenuto. The word sostenuto you will not find here. Alto tenor bass soprano is trying to be together like a good bellfire on page 64 and 65.
What is 4 for?
5.
Thank you.
Okay, I think that's it. Oh, page 67. Let's just see if you can understand this timing wise. See if you can follow me. I'm not sure what Eric's going to do, so I'm going to watch like a hawk on my left. But on page 67, it'll be go the wheels for. It gets slower on page 66. Four, and probably go to 4 at some point. 1, 2, 3. Go the wheels for the man. And then 66 is easy. Now top of 67, speak with me. Square 44, 2, 3, 4. Go the wheels for the man. So I went into 4. I'm not sure if Eric's going to do 2 or 4. Do you think it'll make it work? Because he does have permission to stay in 2. Oh, nobis pa, half note. It might be nice if the half note, even though there's a lot of argumentative and guitars and whatnot. It'd be nice if it were still in 2, that way it won't upset things. But you'll see, it's something to know.
At the top, at the page turn 68 is now 3 2. Is it going to change to 3?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But the half note, if he uses half notes,
Right.
a lot of them,
Yes.
that way at least nothing's going to change in that. Be a nice. Because all you have half notes here, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Let's sing motor. I mean, sing it. Here we go. Stage yourselves. Yeah, I think 54. Yeah. This is actually, he has this as half notes. So I'm gonna try to conduct this in half notes. sure why the orchestra will help us. We'll need the tenors maybe to help us the most. On top of 57.
I couldn't hear the tenor. I couldn't either.
Oh, I could. You have to listen more than that. Basses, let all the name, passante, yeah, very, very low center. Let all the nations be gathered together. It goes against the practice, but do be careful. I did say 38 was we all. But good, you guys are doing really well. Let's just start, the bullet point for that, page 56, top, last bar. That was really good, you were together quite well, so keep that in mind, and that's very important. It will help everybody, it'll help the conductor and the orchestra. When they hear that you're together, it's like, oh, okay.
Even if we're wrong, now we're right again.
That's right.
You can help do so. So you're top of 56, ready? I don't know if Bill is where we should be, but it was, that was beat chunk. There's only 3 of them. So this is for 3 sways of the body there. And then come in on, I think you know what the note is. It's and you'll hear it pretty strongly. Trust your sense. Yeah, one good thing is apparently there's no tempo change from top of 57 all the way to where we start. So from 57, now I will say 57 is supposed to be piano. I'm not sure we were close to that, but it does need to have the energy. The pizzazz is still there. The bell tone, no, all the nations, and the lesson here. So I think Eric apparently talked about the alto soprano being bell-like or very, what was it? You said? And I assume the tenor is the same thing, top of 57. The comment was made earlier about.
Pizzante is the marking.
Pizzante, yes.
But it's, the altos and sopranos going mezzo forte, so we're already thinking a little bit
True,
louder.
that's true.
But then it's.
And you're gonna be softer down there on the low.
Yeah, so it's gonna help.
It's kind of.
We were though.
But something to think about. Okay, but after that, I think you're gonna be safe. After that, you can just blow.
Mark, do you think that the alto should respect that piano mark at the bottom of 57 where the sopranos are also, and then it goes back to mezzo forte at the top of 58? I think we should be, we should be piano.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Well, there's no change in the marking, your forte is assembled.
Yeah, but there's a decrescendo.
Right.
And they have a decrescendo and a forte.
It's just
And they
everything else
get
matches
beyond
except that one.
Yeah, okay.
It may depend on how good your low A is.
Yeah. Well, I just think we were kind of counting it there, maybe we should.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be hard to hear.
Okay.
Between the orchestra and the tenors and everything else, who knows? I mean, just, yeah, I think the piano should be there officially.
And the tenors are
Practically speaking, I'm not sure it's gonna matter too much. Unless you're a big ultra type.
Well, there'll be 30 of you, so.
A lot more of us.
Yeah, there's more altos than any other part.
Yeah, but, sure, I'll keep an ear out for that, just to see what.
Yeah, what I was performing this a couple weeks ago, and when I had to do on 41 was I had to be sure to turn the page at least 3 bars or 2 bars before that 3/4 time, because it comes so quickly. If you're just into that last phrase, ever, oh my God, I'm supposed to sing. So just suggest you memorize that last part.
Yeah, all page turns that are crucial, yeah, are beats.
That first turn is the first one, so start counting there.
Let's just start, let's